I just got back from the Dominican Republic. Got in at 2:15 a.m. last night. My plane landed around 1 a.m. Got back to the house and in bed by probably 2:30, 2:45, and out the door to work by 9. So I did 3 appointments this morning, and now we're here to film. Back to work. I don't have the luxury of not working, so had to get it in. Man, I'm going to do a quick recap of the Dominican Republic coat of arms. What an awesome experience. I highly recommend it next year, whether you're an amateur competitor or a pro, depending on what divisions they have. What better way than to go and have some fun, man. It was like a weekend fitness bash. We were all by the pool, we all ate together, we all went to a club together, did everything together. It was so much fun. And you were on a Caribbean island. I mean, that has got to be the coolest show ever, like honestly, and it's going to continue to grow. There was very good competition. I think there was 12 guys representing 9 different countries. So it was very competitive. You know, a lot of, I mean, what show doesn't have controversy, right? It seems like whenever I win, there's more controversy. So there was Thomas, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Tabasier, from the Czech Republic. He was awesome. And I had predicted that going into the show that he looked awesome. As well as Dolby, he looked awesome. Dobry Delev from Bulgaria. Fabulous physiques on both of them. I think the things that people lose sight of is that you're watching pictures and video, you're not there. Now, I don't get gifts. People, if anyone gets gifts, it ain't me. Throughout my career, I've always taken the brunt of not getting the call. So I don't know where that comes from. Oh, it's Jose's last show or last few shows, he's getting the call. You know, if you spoke to any of the judges or you looked at the score sheets, it wasn't even close. It wasn't close. Now, obviously, you look at it and you have your favorite physiques, and you know you're gonna like a more aesthetic physique than you're gonna go for Thomas. You like, you know, more of a hard vascular look. You go with Dobry or me. But when push comes to shove, and it's a bodybuilding show, not a classic physique show. It's not a men's physique show. It was a bodybuilding show. So there's a lot more than just aesthetics being judged. There's, you know, we can argue this till we're blue in the face. And you're still going to come back and say, no, you're ugly. You lose. You don't deserve to be number 1. Well, all right, that's your opinion. And I don't really have an opinion because it doesn't matter to me. I won. Already, so none of this matters, and you know what, I do the same thing when I'm 3rd, 5th, 4th, you know, whatever. I try to analyze the show and then describe it and break it down and give pros and cons and be devil's advocate and try to understand and appreciate all angles and opinions. So you know, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a bodybuilding show, and size matters. What you see is silhouettes sometimes. Sometimes you see extreme muscle separation, but no striations. Sometimes you see striations and vascularity, but very little separation. When the judges are 10 feet away from you, they can see a lot more than you can see in pictures. So the separation is a lot better up close that you don't see in pictures. The shape is a lot better up close that you don't see in pictures. So that's why I was able to win. My good friend Charlie Pearson, he always says, bodybuilding, particularly physiques like mine, should be judged like the old school circuses where you're in a cage and people can come right up close to you and look at you and then write it down. No, this guy has this, and that, because that way you can see all the freakiness up close. And a lot of physiques are a lot more impressive up close than they are further away. And I tend to agree with that. A physique like mine is not as impressive when you're 20, 30 feet back and all you're seeing is the silhouette. I don't have the prettiest silhouette. But the impressiveness, the closer you get, the more impressive it becomes. If you appreciate that type of physique. If you just plain outright don't like me or my physique, then this video is not for you. You shouldn't be watching it, because I'm not going to convince you otherwise. I'm not even trying to convince you of anything. I'm just explaining to people who may be on the fence, who want a better understanding of how I was able to win a show like that. But that's it. The show was awesome. It was well run. We had the head judge from the Mr. Olympia there, Steve Weinberger. We had obviously John De La Rosa and Victor Martinez promoting the show. We had lots of friends and family there. And it's a cheap vacation. So next year, because they were so successful, they'll be able to put it on for even a better price. So I certainly hope everyone looks into doing the show next year. They gave a pro card out to the overall bodybuilding winner, and every division for that matter. So congratulations to them. The light heavyweight Vlad Petrovic, he won. It was a very tough fought battle with Charlie Pearson of the heavyweights. So man, all around awesome time. We went and drove the dune buggies in the mud and on the beach. We had a lot of fun. I probably look like I'm swollen like a tick, because I literally got off the plane less than 12 hours ago, and I'm a little swollen, so I got to get doing some cardio tonight and back on the ball, get training, because I am 4 weeks away from the Japan Pro. Everyone's asking me, I thought you were retired. Well, I committed to doing these shows. So that, that was my last Olympia for sure. These are my last shows. I always do the tour after the Olympia. If I'm in shape, why not do the shows? That's what I said. And I committed to these people, and I think it's important to support these shows. These are first year shows, the Dominican, Japan, and if they're going to pony up the money and work hard to promote the show, then we need athletes supporting it. And that's it. So I had a blast. It's a pretty amazing thing for someone like me. Whether you like me or not, I'm broken down, old, with injuries, still able to pull off a win. And it's not because I'm the biggest, baddest. It's because I persevered and was able to work hard and bring great condition. I was in great condition. I don't know if people are not seeing good pictures or not. I will cover morons a little later. And I don't mean anyone in particular, just some people that go out of their way to comment. They're not even in certain groups, but they search me out. That I mean that much to you in your life, that you search me out to comment about me. I feel pretty good. You make me feel good. Or take it upon themselves to private message me. Private message me. You are no good. Dobry beat you. Oh, thank you for your opinion. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to private message me. You are not good. Imagine that. I'm like, I don't care enough about anyone or anything to take time out of my day to message them to tell them they suck. There's a few of you out there that I might, but I don't care enough about you to waste the time. So, all right, enough babbling. That was the update, and I got plenty more to talk about, so I'll be back.
Alright, this is the Boston Mass. Thanks again for watching. Now, if you're not subscribing, subscribe now. Tell all your friends to subscribe. If you haven't, do it now. Alright?